Hey, welcome back to lIHITRO Bank. My name is Adam. Let me start with something most e-commerce store owners quietly struggle with every month. They do not know what will happen next. They do not know how much inventory to order. They do not know which products will spike. They do not know when cash flow will tighten. They do not know if next month will be better or worse. They are running their business, looking at the past and guessing the future. That is exactly why AI-driven forecasting has become a paid service. And that is where Vertex AI Predictions enter the picture. Vertex AI is Google Cloud's enterprise AI platform. It is already used by large companies for demand forecasting, sales prediction, inventory planning, and trend analysis. What most people do not realize is the same technology can be packaged into paid forecast reports for e-commerce brands who cannot afford full data science teams. You are not selling AI. You are selling certainty. Let me explain how this works in the real world. An e-commerce brand has historical data, orders, revenue, traffic, conversion rates, ad spend, inventory, level, seasonality patterns. They usually export this into spreadsheets and hope for the best. With Vertex AI, you can train forecasting models on their historical data to predict future demand, sales volume, revenue ranges, and inventory needs. The output is not just numbers. It is decisions. How much inventory to order next month, which product to push with ads, when to slow down spend, when to prepare for demand spikes. That insight is extremely valuable. Businesses pay for answers, not dashboards. Here is where most people misunderstand the opportunity. You do not need to build massive enterprise systems. You create forecast reports. Clear, simple, business-friendly reports that explain what is likely to happen and what actions to take. Vertex AI handles the heavy lifting. You handle interpretation and communication. That human layer is where the money is. Let me walk you through how people monetize this. They position themselves as e-commerce forecasting partners. The first step is onboarding. You collect historical sales data, marketing data, and inventory data. This can be done securely through exports or cloud connections. Then you use Vertex AI forecasting models to analyze patterns, trends, and seasonality. Vertex AI is designed for this. It supports time series forecasting at scale and automatically handles things like trend shifts, anomalies, and seasonality, which e-commerce businesses struggle with manually. Once predictions are generated, you turn them into a forecast report, not a technical document, a business document. It explains expected sales ranges, upcoming high demand periods, potential risk zones, and inventory recommendations. That report becomes actionable intelligence. Most sellers charge monthly or quarterly because forecasts must be updated as new data arrives. That is recurring income. Now, let me be very clear about what makes this work and what causes people to fail. People fail when they oversell accuracy. Forecasting is probabilistic, not perfect. Smart sellers explain ranges, confidence intervals, and scenarios. Businesses appreciate honesty more than hype. People also fail when they try to sell to tiny stores with no data. Forecasting needs history. The sweet spot is e-commerce brands doing consistent volume with at least several months of sales data. That is where Vertex AI shines. Another mistake is being too technical. Clients do not care about model types. They care about outcomes. The winning approach is translating AI predictions into plain business language. Now, let me explain why demand for this is growing right now. E-commerce margins are under pressure. Ad costs are volatile. Inventory mistakes are expensive. Over-ordering kills cash flow. Under-ordering loses revenue. At the same time, platforms like Shopify, Amazon, and marketplaces generate more data than ever. Businesses know data has value, but they lack the expertise to use it. Vertex AI lowers the technical barrier. You no longer need to build models from scratch. Google handles infrastructure, scalability, and reliability. This makes enterprise-grade forecasting accessible to small teams and solo operators. That gap is where entrepreneurs step in. Now here's the part most people miss. This service scales. Once you build a forecasting workflow, you can reuse it across clients. Different data, same process. You can specialize by niche. Apparel, electronics, supplements, beauty, seasonal products. Each niche has patterns you can learn and reuse. That makes your forecasts more valuable over time. Some entrepreneurs even bundle this with strategic calls where they explain the forecast and help plan inventory and ad spend. That turns a report into a relationship. Relationships pay more and last longer. This is not a get-rich-quick idea. This is a high-trust, high-value AI service. If you enjoy working with data but want direct business impact, this is one of the strongest AI income paths available right now. If you want, I can make the next video breaking down exactly how to package a Vertex AI forecast report so e-commerce brands understand it instantly. Or I can explain how to pitch this service to US-based e-commerce founders without sounding technical. Or I can show realistic pricing models that businesses actually accept. Comment below what you want next, and I will build that video for you. If this video helped you understand how to sell AI-driven forecast reports using Vertex AI, subscribe to the channel. I share real AI income strategies based on facts, not hype. Like the video so it reaches more people, and tell me what type of e-commerce brand you want to work with. I will see you in the next one.